What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we hit rank 10. I hope you guys have been having fun in the Little Cup so far, and I hope you guys have hit rank 10 as well. It's definitely a lot easier this season with roughly 51 to 87 depending on the range. This is due to the fact that if you hit rank 9 and you only needed 1 win but you won 5 battles, it doesn't carry over, right? So the added extra wins will determine when you guys land, but you guys can totally hit it, and this is really awesome because if you guys have not been able to get Pikachu Libre yet and you haven't hit rank 10 in previous seasons, now is the time to do it. It's genuinely very easy to climb your way up. If you guys are not as experienced in battling as well, don't give up. You guys will eventually get there. So in today's video, we are going to be bringing Barboach, which is a really awesome pick here. Not only that, it has access to Ice Beam and Mud Bomb, and it has an unlock cost of 10,000 Stardust, which is really nice. On top of that, it can evolve to Whiscash, which is really solid in the open Great League. So that's a great investment if you guys don't have Whiscash yet. Now's the time to use a good Barboach and then evolve it later on. We're also bringing Nincada and Seal. I really love the Seal safe swap. I think it's the best safe swap in this cup, and then I love closing with Nincada because it can handle a lot of different situations. If you guys throw a double charge move on it, you guys will be able to handle closing against Cottonee as well, but I'm still not investing Stardust because this season for me is about saving as much Stardust as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Huge congratulations. Let me know down in the comments if you guys hit rank 10 already. If you haven't, don't give up. You guys will get there. Let's go ahead and get right into these battles. Alright, moving into the first battle here. What I will say about Barboach is you guys can utilize it on a lot of different team comps. It's a great lead, a great closer, and a great safe swap. So depending on how you guys want to run it, you guys can do that. What's great is it beats Bronzor. Having access to Mud Shot as a fast move and Mud Bomb as a charge move, it can spam very, very quickly and absolutely destroy Bronzor. Now we're going to go ahead and throw this Mud Bomb against the Seal and then look to swap into the mirror match. We've chunked Seal's health to almost 50% right there, and we are sitting very, very good for this mirror match, and we'll likely see the Bronzor come back in and we'll be able to apply debuff. So basically resetting the fight, but with even more advantage right here. We are only running Lick as a fast move and Icy Wind as a charge move. As you guys can see right here, I'm not throwing any charge moves. Because I was able to chunk so much health right here, I can just spam the fast move right here and completely farm down. We have 2 Icy Winds ready to go, so my opponent needs to be very, very careful. They're going to go ahead and bring back in the Bronzor right here. We're going to be able to get off 2 Icy Winds, lower the attack of the Bronzor, which is really going to help out in the matchup. So we're going to go ahead and go for another one right here. Again, doesn't do too much damage because of that steel typing, but that's not the point of it. The point of it is to lower that attack of the Bronzor. So now we're going to go ahead and go down and swap now into Barboach, and they decide to swap into Cottonee. What's great about Barboach is it has access to Ice Beam. You could also run it with Aqua Tail, but Ice Beams everyone. Boom! Destroys Cottonee, and then you can almost completely farm down as well depending on IV. So we're just going to come in with the Nincada right here. And this is going to be a good battle. So Nincada versus Bronzor, another counter to Bronzor. And this is a tackle Bronzor as well, which means it doesn't get energy very quickly. So our Bug Bites doing neutral and the Night Slashes doing super effective are really going to destroy. On top of that, we have a chance to boost our attack as well. And Nincada is just a fantastic closer. And like I said, if you decide to unlock a second charge move, all the power to you, but there's only a couple days left. Nincada can hit super effective damage. I believe it has Aerial Ace against Cottonee, which we are going to see today would have helped out in a situation. So let's go ahead and move into the next battle here. So yeah, Barboach is an absolutely deadly monster. I've been waiting to run this and I haven't been able to get one. I deleted all of mine from the past. I didn't have any sitting in my inventory, so I had to trade my wife for it. So thank you. Alright, we have Cottonee on the lead. What's sneaky about this matchup is opponents, I guess, don't know it has Ice Beam. So I've just been going for Ice Beam, and this has been working out for me. This may not work for you, but this has been working for me. So I just go for Ice Beams, and then they land. They're just, yeah, and then we farm down. Yeah, it's beautiful. So then we're going to be able to see a Barboach come in as well. So we're going to go ahead and go for Mud Bomb right here. Going to be doing neutral damage in the matchup. And hopefully we can get to another one before we go down to Mud Shots, but I don't think we can. Yeah, one fast move right. Really tough right there, but we can go ahead and bring in the Seal right right here. Lick's going to be doing a lot of neutral damage. They bring in a Bronzor. That's fine by me. Cool. I'm cool with this situation. We're going to go ahead and go for Icy Winds. Again, lowers the attack, does super effective or not super effective damage. The Lick does super effective damage. And this is like, I'm cool with this. Like, this is a good matchup to stay in. We don't need to shield as well. We're just going to be chunking right here, and we can close out with Nincada if need be. But I decided to swap now after we wasted the energy, and we're going to be go ahead and going for Night Slash right here. Does super effective damage. And again, Nincada is such a deadly closer against everything we see on a lot of opponents' teams, that being Wynaut, Bronzor, Deino, Cottonee if you have the second charge move, maybe Poochyena, all those stuff. It just shreds them. It's fantastic. So we're going to be able to farm down right there and then go for a Night Slash here on the Barboach. We're going to go ahead and invest 1 shield right here. We still have 2 shields. We're going to invest 1 shield, throw the Night Slash, and then look to finish off this game with Seal because we do have some loaded energy, and I imagine they have quite a bit of energy as well on this shiny Barboach. So Night Slash now coming through, gets the shield, which is nice. I'm going to see if I can get to another one in time, but I can't. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go. My Seal has Lick as a fast move, right? Going to be doing neutral, and then we're close to an Icy Wind. So we're going to go ahead and swap out, get to that Icy Wind, and this does neutral damage because of the water ground typing on Barboach. So if you're on the Barboach's side in a mid-game matchup, watch out for Icy Wind because it's still going to chunk you. All right, let's go ahead and move into the next battle here. Oh yeah, Barboach, so much fun to use, and it comes in very, very clutch. If you guys are good at managing your energy, you guys can understand the power of Mud Shot, Mud Bomb, and Ice Beam in this meta. It's unbelievable. So we have Barboach on the lead versus Seal. Not the best of matchups, right? That Icy Wind is going to chunk, so we're going to overload on energy, go for a Mud Bomb. I'm looking to chip away some health, and then I think I'm looking to swap into Seal on this one. We'll see. Yeah, chunk health. And then I try to swap. No, I couldn't get the swap. So we're going to go ahead and shield right here. We don't want to get hit with the Aqua Tail or the Icy Wind. So we're going to go ahead and build up again. Build up some extra energy. Again, overcharging every time because it helps us out in the back end getting to more charge moves. If we get a shield right here, which we do, we're going to go ahead and swap now into the Seal. So Seal is now going to be coming into the mirror match. If they decide to throw energy, that's fine. I know the Seal doesn't have energy for the back end, and I'm okay with soaking these charge moves on my own Seal because it doesn't do that much damage. They decide to swap out now into their own Barboach, which is where the Icy Wind really comes in clutch here. Because Barboach is all about getting shields or just closing with hard-hitting charge moves, the fact that I'm landing Icy Winds to lower the attack is really going to help me out in the mid-game here. So we're going to go ahead and not shield again. I think I might be able to get to a second Icy Wind before we go down to 2 Mud Bombs, but let's see. It might be pretty close. Yeah, we don't get to another one in time. I believe I decided to let this one go right here, and I think I can actually survive. Let's see if we can get to the Icy Wind. Come on. No, barely can't get to it. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Nincada. I should really remember this battle. No, we bring in our own Barboach right here. Start getting ahead on energy. They're going to go ahead and throw another charge move. It's probably going to be another Mud Bomb right here, which it is. And then we're going to go ahead and swap into Nincada, get ahead on energy, and in comes a Bronzor. So things are still looking pretty decent for us. They do have a shield on us. We have no shields, but Nincada still shreds. We know Seal has no energy. We know Barboach has no energy, and Bronzor's not going to be able to basically one-shot us right here, which is really nice. Plus, we still have energy on our Barboach. So we're going to go ahead and take this Heavy Slam like a champ because Nincada's awesome. We're going to go for this next Night Slash as long as I don't lag. All right, we get it. So the Night Slash, again, this should be getting the shield from our opponent right here. They're going to have to start shielding, which they do. And then hopefully I can get to another one in time. I cannot. Now, this Bronzor did a Heavy Slam, so I'm guessing they don't have Psy Shock. So I'm going to go ahead and go for Mud Bomb right here. I think this is going to be just enough damage to finish off the Bronzor, which it is. Beautiful. And then this is where that energy management really came in clutch because we get to another Mud Bomb in time. Again, dancing that line of energy with Mud Shot as a fast move, allowing us to close endgame with Barboach, and that is going to be a good battle. All right, moving into the next one here. Let's see how this battle goes. Yeah, Barboach right there I think was very, very clutch with energy. As you guys saw, it just, it's so good if you guys can dance that line really, really well. All right, moving into this next battle here. we have Barboach on the lead versus Deino. So we can really threaten shields right here, especially since we have Ice Beam. And I fell a bit behind right there on fast moves, but that's all right. We're going to build up to Ice Beam, go for a Mud Shot right here, or Mud Bomb, I should say. This should be getting the shield, otherwise we're going to be chunking the health, and we're going to look to swap into that Seal right away. So we swap into the Seal. I misclicked as well, but that's okay. I got it out in time. Now I think this may actually be a crunch, so I'm going to go ahead and shield, and it was a crunch, so that's a good call right there. And they're deciding to stay in. So kind of tough right here because I'm not going to be able to get to an Icy Wind in time before they get to another charge move. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go through. If it's a crunch, so be it, but I think it's just going to be a Body Slam, but it is a crunch, sadly. So now the Icy Wind right here. If we get the second shield, I think we're looking pretty good, but we don't resist Dragon Breath, which is really, really tough for this team. That's the one thing, like a Deino lead can kind of give you some trouble, but we're going to go ahead and come in and farm down with Niantic. We have one shield as well, so things are looking pretty positive for us. They bring in Bronzor, which is fine. Now, what I'm reading right here, what you guys also should be doing whenever you're doing these battles, especially towards the end right here, you got to read what your opponent has. They decided to bring in Bronzor, which tells me they might have Wynaut in the back or a Dark-type Pokemon, maybe Poochyena or something, or maybe a Stunky. So I decided to swap out, but they had a Cottonee. So that right there, as you guys saw that mistake, I read that they had something else because Niantic just destroys Bronzor. I don't know why they stayed in that, but if they, I made a mistake. That's a good play on my opponent, and I decided to throw the energy on the Cottonee or on the Bronzor with the Mud Bomb. If I would have saved that Ice Beam, we could have one-shot the Cottonee basically. So that is going to be a good battle. All right, moving into the next one here. Yeah, tough read right there in that one. That's just how they go sometimes, right? Maybe you're hard reading, there's a Wynaut in the back because Niantic destroys it, and then it's not. It's something completely different. So well played to my opponent. Well, let's go ahead and move into this battle here. We have Barboach on the lead versus Bronzor. Another very, very positive matchup, and I've been seeing Bronzor like every single game, and I'm perfectly fine with that. My teams handle Bronzor. They're built to handle Bronzor because everyone's running Bronzor. That's the point. So we're going to go ahead and go for Mud Bombs right here. We get a shield, which is really nice. We're going to be able to get to another Mud Bomb in time. And by the way, Barboach absolutely destroys Bronzor, so if you guys are like double shielding right here, you're not going to win that matchup, especially if the Barboach decides to double shield. So we're going to go ahead and invest in one shield right here, and I think I can build up to 2 more Mud Bombs before they get off another charge move, so let's see what we can do. The energy gain on Barboach is absolutely crazy. We're getting off another Mud Bomb right here. Hopefully we get a second shield. That would actually be really nice to help Niantic and Seal close endgame, and we do get a second shield. Fantastic. Can I get to another Mud Bomb in time? Yes, I can. We're going to be chunking the health right here, and I'm completely fine now with Barboach going down. We got both shields away from my opponent, and we aren't going to be able to finish off. If we shield, I think we could finish this off, but we're going to go ahead and let it go through. That's quite a bit of energy we could get on our opponent, and then also we have a shield advantage. So we're going to bring in that Seal right here. We're a little bit ahead on energy. Let's see what they have in the back. They're going to bring in a Cottonee. So this tells me right away that there might be a Deino in the back or something weak to Seal. So I got to be careful with Niantic, but we're going to go ahead and get off an Icy Wind right here, start chunking the health, and I'm just going to commit to this farm down. That's what's great about this Seal matchup, is if you can land an Icy Wind, you can just shield and commit to the farm down because Charm can't take you down fast enough. So we're going to go ahead and commit to that farm down, and it's going to be a Poochyena in the back, which is completely fine. Now we have the Niantic to absolutely shred, and this is why I said Niantic is a great closer against a lot of stuff we see. It's because of that Bug Bite and Night Slash. It just destroys everything, which is really awesome. So then the Cottonee's going to come back in, and we're going to be able to take that one. Alright, moving into the next battle here. I believe this is the final one. Let's see if I was right today. We'll see. Here we go. We have we have Barboach on the lead versus Seal. Okay, so again, not the best of matchups. I'm looking to chunk, get shields, bail into Seal Mirror while ahead on shields or health. So we're going to go ahead and go for Mud Bomb right here. Does some nice neutral damage in the matchup. It's going to be chipping away the health, but we also got to manage our own energy. We get a shield, so that's pretty good right here. I'm okay with staying in this matchup, shielding once, and then chunking the Seal a bit more while maintaining some more extra energy here on the Barboach, but they decided to go for Icy Wind. So I think I'm going to load up and then go into the seal. Reason being, the energy being used right there wouldn't be as efficient. What I ideally wanted to do was catch a charge move on my seal in a one shield situation so that when their opponent comes in with a Stunky, for example, I can pressure with this Icy Wind to potentially get their second shield. Plus, we saved the energy on Barboach. If they had gone for Aqua Tail, I would have thrown the Mud Bomb, then bailed. But because they went for the Icy Wind, I decided to hold that energy. We're going to be able to get to another Icy Wind in time. This is definitely going to pressure that final shield from Stunky. Otherwise, we're going to get it extremely low, and it barely holds on right there. So nice play with the Stunky, but we're going to be able to come in with that Barboach and just farm down for some more extra energy. I have to respect the fact that this is going to hurt. It's going to be a crunch or something like that, which it is crunch. So we're going to go ahead and shield and then farm down. That seal expelled all its energy, right? So I'm not too worried about it. But we have multiple Mud Bombs ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and throw this first Mud Bomb. And maybe they have something weak in the back to our Nincada. So we're going to go ahead and throw another Mud Bomb, again, chunking the health. And they don't have a charge move ready just yet. So I think I can actually win the race to the next charge move right here. Let's see if we can get it. So we're going to go ahead and go for this Mud Bomb. And we do get to it in time. Now, this may not be enough to KO, so I might have to fast swap into Nincada to get some extra damage off. No, it is enough to KO. The final Pokemon is going to be a Bronzor. So can I get to the Mud Bomb in time? No! I cannot get to the Mud Bomb in time. That is unfortunate. Nincada, please, Nincada. 0 shields remaining. That one Mud Bomb. You guys saw I had the Mud Bomb right there. Heavy Slam comes through. This is going to come down to the wire. Night Slash now coming through. This is an unshielded matchup. Nincada versus Bronzor, the ultimate tank of the Little Cup versus the little bug of the Little Cup. Can we get to another Night Slash in time? We do get to it right here. This is absolutely clutch. GG's to my opponent. Nincada absolutely coming in clutch, but they survive with 1 HP and get off a charge move. That's a huge play right there. This just goes to show why Bronzor is so thick. And that is a good battle right there to my opponent. All right, and we hit rank 10 as well, which is really, really awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys are enjoying Season 5. And if you're having a hard time and you guys are angry about it, just remember this season is about having fun, giving opportunity to the whole player base to get Pikachu Libre that they haven't yet. And Season 6 is where the competitive stuff is going to be, right? They're having a league revamp when it comes to the rankings. We're seeing 24 rankings, so I imagine it's going to be a lot of fun, very competitive. So huge congrats to everyone who hit rank 10. That is awesome. I hope your guys' Pikachu Libre. If you guys haven't gotten it yet and you got rank 10, you guys have to do another set, by the way. That's how you get it. You do 1 extra set of battles and then you get the reward there. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.